Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man, giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And today I want to talk about a lot of stuff. But on this video, I want to talk about getting rich in America. Getting rich in America. Everybody talking about the collapse and how the economy. What is that on my hat? Wait, hold on. I got a little piece of lint. I can see it in the camera. So everybody talking about how the economy is going to collapse, this and that. But to me, it appears like that's just small talk. And I got many reasons I want to talk about why. I'm going to give you an example of something that I just was talking to somebody about, that I know about. A couple things exactly. So here's the problem. Americans are too busy focusing on things that don't matter, while foreigners, they focus on getting that money. And in this same country, in this same land that we live in, every day they come over here and become millionaires. Couple of them even billionaires on the same land. While we talk about white supremacy and racism, and while black dudes walk around 3-4 deep in Walgreens and stuff, knowing the only reason why they starting stuff is because they with all these people. While they doing that, thinking they have to rob and steal, the Pakistanians, the Indians, the African, Nigerian, all these people from other lands are coming to the United States and getting rich. And then people want to hate on them. Don't hate on them. Why you hating on them? Because they smart. Because they know what to do. Because they ambitious. They know what to focus on. Y'all want girls to say how big your wing ding is. You don't care nothing about money. And when it's time when your needs come up, you think you gonna just throw a gun in somebody's face or ask grandmama. You think you gonna ask big mama. And let's be honest, a lot of us have been down this road, who live here, who was born and raised in this same land, of having to ask somebody, and I know I have, to Western Union you some money because you ain't got your money long enough. Now some of our situations is different, but the fact still remains the same. And the fact is that if they can get rich in the United States, then any one of us can too. You say, well, they ain't stopping them. Stop it, man. Stop it. Those dudes, you can't say that, because I know what they do. They will literally work 7 days a week, 12 to 16 hours a day, live with their 4 cousins, stacking their money, and then go get their own store and come up. That's what they do. So let me tell you about something. So this particular store, I'm pretty cool with one of the guys that works in the store. So I go in there, because the people out there are richer. I don't gotta worry about my car as much, as around these dudes. They ain't been raised right, and they insecure and slightly effeminate, so they want to mess with people's cars and stuff. So I go here because it's a whole different environment. It's the suburb. People got money out there. They don't need to steal my car. So I go out there. I talked to this guy, and me and him had already been talking. He already told me that someone was trying to buy the store. Now, she had the store priced so high that only one dude could afford to buy it. And that was a guy who had multiple other stores. I'm in the store. I see his car. I'm like, man, what is that even? Like I wanted to go up to it, but I don't do that. So the guy I be talking to, he told me, oh, that's big body Benz, man. I said, that must be a new one. He said, yep. It looked like a Maybach or something. Like, it looked like the newest model. Now this guy ain't even from the United States, man. Y'all too busy trying to disrespect each other. And we all been on the line, and some of us are recovering right now from some of the time we wasted not doing what we supposed to, not applying ourselves. Thinking, oh, just go get a job, go to college. These guys don't be thinking about no college, half of them. They'll send their kids to college, but a lot of them, they see the opportunity in the United States. So they even back in their own country, they'll work in their own country and save up their money to come over here and just open stores. And it's like, I go to pretty much the same, maybe most, if I'm not at a grocery store, it's like maybe 3 or 4 stores that I go to depending on where I'm at. And all of those are foreign owned. Like in Milwaukee, you ain't gonna find a lot of black owned stores. You gotta go down in the hood where them guys be looking at you. They be walking around like a pack of hyenas. Who gonna do that? Not me. Not me. Oh, you should support black business. I'm not going down there to do it. I'm not going down there to do it. Cause see, it's too much negativity when you get too far in. You get too far in. So these guys come in our neighborhoods and they open all type of businesses and get our money knowing that we ain't gonna do the same thing. So they know we gonna just throw our money to them. So they'll come to your neighborhood and have a store with bulletproof glass, which, hey, you can't knock them. And then they'll live somewhere else, but you can't knock them for that either. Even Deion Sanders said there comes a point in time where you just gotta change your address. Like that little black this, black that, this ain't the civil rights movement. These people are traitors. They black Benedict Arnolds. Brown Benedict Arnolds. They black Klansmen. And kill each other in a heartbeat over some foolishness. And think they done did something good. And meanwhile, they come over here and they get rich. Because remember, let's talk numbers. $270 a day is $100,000. So if they got a store and they making $270 a day, which they make way more than that, that's $100,000. The $270 is covering the upkeep and the bills in the store. Most of these stores in the Milwaukee area, I would take a guess that they making between $3,000 and $10,000 a day. And you wonder how they able to open more stores? Well, y'all, man, yeah, man, that job pay good. That job pay $15 out. You go there and you, man, yeah, man, I heard you voted for Trump. Why you do that? What, we here to work, man. Why are you talking about that? The only time I talked about politics is when I was cool with somebody and I knew they wasn't gonna go back and make problems with me, or when somebody tried to bring it to me. These jobs ain't where it's at, man. I knew that at 22. Now, some of my methods that I chose back then weren't really the way to go and could have got me in a lot of trouble. But we was on some hustle stuff. We wasn't like when we was younger, people was doing that stuff, 17, 18. But we wasn't like these guys. And I'm not saying we was better than these guys. We'll do that here and there. Like one of my friends, he just cleared the beer truck out. Like I wasn't there. I was I was somewhere else. And then, I had my little stuff I used to do. And we did our little stuff. But these guys, it's a way of life. It's a way of life for these people. No. They think they can't make money without robbing and without selling drugs. Some of them, they even steal your car and sell it to somebody else. And you think you ain't a bum because you wear designer? No. Let me show you something. I was just talking to my sons about this. And I was telling my sons, y'all definitely should have y'all heads held up high, because y'all better off than a lot of these people out here and the dumb stuff they do. Don't even got no job getting girls pregnant. You know, you at home playing the game. And I play games too. It ain't nothing wrong with it. And you ain't filled out not a single application. You've been playing the game 6 hours. That's why you can't beat some of these guys on these video games. Like, do you realize how much you have to play just to be at a competitive level? Like, I play Call of Duty, and I'm pretty good at Vanguard. But the new Call of Duty we just got, I be getting whooped on. So, I mean, it happened in Vanguard too. When I first got it, I be getting whooped on. Cause a lot of these guys that be playing these games, Americans, they sit at home all day playing these games, while the guys come over here. They'll drive cabs, they'll do DoorDash, they'll do Uber and Lyft all night long. Get a money stack about this wide, you could barely grab it, and then they'll open stuff. They'll open stores. They get along with each other enough to, we're gonna help each other. We're gonna help each other. And that's what they do. But black people, you knew them for 20 years and you ain't heard from them in 20 years. I knew you since we was 5. And I see you act like we enemies or something. That's how black and whites do each other. That's how they, and some Latinos too, Americans. They'll bring people from their village. Yeah, such and such. Like they'll be getting ready to leave. They'll be packing their car up. And the whole village will be around them, clapping and cheering for them. And I can't wait till I can come to America. And then they'll get up and they'll help some of them come over here. But what do black people do? I got a $200,000 settle. Cadillac, this, that, upgrades on house, blah, 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 this, that. Ain't gave your kids nothing. Ain't helped your kids at all. But then Americans, oh, my kids ain't S. Okay, you got how many settlements in your life? How much did you help your kids? If you don't help your kids, why are you talking? Like, are you that ignorant? Are you that goofy? You talking about a bunch of kids that you ain't never helped. You ain't never helped. And to be honest with you, some of what these guys doing in these streets, you can look at them parents and grandparents. You can look at them parents and grandparents. Now, when they consistently make these bad decisions, you got to look at them. But the origins of their bad decisions, sometimes you can look at them parents and grandparents. Now, some kids are just bad. You can't always look at the parents and grandparents. But some of this stuff can be traced back. And that's why people be thinking the white man, and black people be thinking the white man is his enemy. When the enemy be them people who brought you life and don't help you. I don't want to hear nothing about white supremacy. Nothing. Because it's all about what I do for my kids. I don't care if they ain't, 2 of my sons are grown. Don't care. It's still about what I do for them. But what do black people and some white people say? Oh, he 18 now. You stupid, goofy dummy. You dummy. Do you think, okay, I know a particular Indian. All their sons is grown. Work for them. You think they calling them losers and talking about how they ain't S-H-I-T? You ain't S-H-I-T. You You talking about those kids, and some people have made mistakes, but you didn't help them the way. You didn't go all out. You didn't start businesses. You didn't get no PhD. You didn't get nothing that'll get you in the 6-figure range. But then you talking about how your kids ain't S. You ain't S. That's you. It's you. You. But your kids they love you too much to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth. You done got 4, 5 settlements in your life, and you probably ain't gave your kids $2,000. People be getting retirement money, all type of stuff, and do not be helping their kid. But then they'll sit up there and call their kids this and that. You black ninja, you. You roach, you cockroach ninja, you. I'm gonna watch how I say it. You want to talk about your kids? What have you done? What have you done? Okay, I can help you real easy, real easy. If you're an alcoholic, a drug addict, or ever have been, shh, don't talk about your kids. If you didn't go to college, you settled for low-paying jobs where you could barely help yourself, shh. Because the people who do help their kids, the people who come over here and get rich, because you still can get rich in this country. I done seen money pile up in times where I did things that make money pile up. I've seen it. I've seen it. Americans spend all of their money trying to look successful. Foreigners spend their money trying to be successful. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. I've seen some of these foreigners, African stuff like that. Man, they be moving so fast, they be doing that DoorDash. But then I see American DoorDashers sometimes, including myself, standing around talking about the Bucks, talking about the Packers, talking about politics, while they in the same cities making double what you make. Because they'll do it to 2, 3. Now mind it, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some areas I don't want to deal with because they'll give you a bad rating. Like, let's be honest. Every time I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This the facts. Every time I start getting like a lot of black people when I'm doing gig work, I ain't gonna say which ones. The ones that give ratings. My ratings start going down. And it's not for anything I do. This how they do what they spend their time doing. Trying to mess each other over. But then I go the things I do going out to the suburbs, like most of my I ain't gonna say it. Most of my one particular gig, most of my orders are going out to the suburb. 4.97 rating. Nothing but compliment. The same me now. Same me. When I go to the more urban areas, doing the same thing, acting the same way. A lot of us spend all our time trying to feel good and mess each other over. That's why they come over here and they get rich. And then you get mad at them. You got 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose, lips, and 2 balls. You got 2 nuts just like them. Well, some of y'all might not have 2 nuts. Well, that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen. You just like them. What's the problem? I know what my problem is. The same thing I'm talking about. I spent all those years This how I was. Go to college. What I do in college? Messing with females. I did my work, like I had good enough grades to stay, but I was playing around. Drop out of college, getting all this street stuff, this hood stuff. You don't realize that hood stuff is gonna take you years to get your mind out of that. And so that's all time wasted. Cause when you start working jobs and you used to being able to punch dudes out and check guys up and this, that, now you gotta go to work and listen to a person that you know can't whoop you being disrespectful and condescending. So for years you be going back and forth. You'll work a little while, you don't quit, you find another job, same thing. Some jobs you should quit. I mean, if you doing what you supposed to and they trying to mess over you, you should quit. It's a time and a place, but sometimes you got to. But when I was younger, just like a lot of people now, I spent all my time trying to feel good, have fun, so on and so forth, with people who, as y'all got older, and these dudes is not cool. Some of them, they not cool no more. They funny acting. They hold grudges if they don't agree with you. Meanwhile, they come over here. One store, $600,000, $150,000. Open another store, $600,000, $600,000. While you looking for $20 an hour. Man, you shouldn't have quit that for 20 something an hour, man. You are definitely disrespecting my hustle capabilities to think that all I could make is 20 something dollars an hour. You need benefits. Man, I can get free benefits from the state until I can pay for benefits. Stop it, man. They be emasculating you on these jobs. These chicks, they'll get in management, man. They'll make a fool out of you. Be talking like you retarded and stuff like that, trying to treat you like you slow. And then you'll quit a job like that, and people will be trying to tell you that you shouldn't have quit. So I should work for somebody that's emasculating me and acting like I'm slow. Things go wrong, and they blame it on you. Computers don't work, and it's your fault. You don't know what you're doing. For $20, when these guys is making $20 a minute. Stop it, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Some of y'all is crazy, man. And then even on YouTube, they bring that stuff over here, not helping each other, half talking to each other. You want everybody to super chat you and this, but you don't do it to nobody. Somebody can come against you. They just disagree with you. That's all. You ridicule them. You're broke. You're that. Your pride will go before a fall, man. You think you can't fall? Anybody depending on other people to give them money, you can fail. You can. Like them, who we talking about, these foreigners coming over here getting successful, it can happen to them. It can. But Americans this is a first world country. And they act like, most of us act like it's a fifth world country. They act like it's like a fifth world country, not even third world. You going around shooting up the streets because somebody said something you don't like on Instagram, but you are smart? Talking about some check in. Not even a gang. You're just trying to extort some people. And I'm going to talk about that today too. In fact, I'm going to talk about that next, that check-in stuff. I'm going to show y'all what it used to be And don't ask me how I know. I know. No, it don't matter how I know. But thanks for watching. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I shall see you with more videos.